what's up everybody, and welcome to yet another video from the Thrift Store Prepper. And today is going to be just a little short sweet video, and we're going to look at some storage solutions. And by storage solutions I don't mean anything big or grand. I'm just talking about how we can store some of our items that we've purchased for our prepping pantry in a more efficient, effective manner, using items that we already have or we can recycle without having to buy any expensive containers or mason jars or such forth. So by now you must realize I'm a fan of these Mylar bags that my weed deliveries come in, and they're used as smell-proof bags. We've mentioned as well that you can use these for a lot of things, and I showed you how you can easily heat seal them with just a lighter. And I'm going to be doing a little bit of search and research, looking into finding out how much these cost and if you can buy them in bulk. And I'm even going to ask my dear people at the weed dispensary if they could maybe sell me some for some future purposes. Certainly I want them so I can heat seal them. When they come to me, they're heat sealed, so I have to break it to open them to get the weed inside. But I have a lot of these bags, and as you've seen, I've made a couple of videos utilizing how I've put them to good use rather than throw them in the trash. So without further ado, let's have a little look at a couple of items that you may or may have in your prepper pantry. And one is these scallop potatoes, and one is the Betty Crocker mashed puree. Now, out of the two items, I'd have to say this one is a better value for money. You get 2 pouches in here, and you get a lot more bang for your buck as compared to this. And again, with this, you're going to need things like milk and eggs in order to make the sauce. And if you're putting this in a peppering pantry and 6-7 months into the shit hitting the fan, you're not going to really be having fresh eggs or milk unless you have cows, chickens and goats at your disposal. So I wouldn't really advise this, other than the fact that you do get a few dehydrated potatoes, which these boxes are actually empty. I took them out because they're kind of bulky to keep in my prepping pantry. But this come in a very flimsy packet. I don't know if you can remember, I did show it in one of the videos. But what I did off camera, and wish I'd actually recorded it, was I used one of my weed pouches here, a nice black one. It's pretty slick and sexy, and I've heat sealed it, and now that's gone from being in a flimsy little package to something that's a little bit durable. And dare I say, you could break that off, and you could even pour water in, and as they are dehydrated potatoes, they would do their own thing. So these kind of bags are very common in household, most households at the moment, and are used for many purposes, 2 of which I have here. So we've got an empty bag of trail mix. Yes, I did already start eating them, and my pantry is a little bit of a working one as much as an emergency one. But here we've got a very good strong bag, and we've got another one of my raisins, which is another pretty good strong bag. They both had a gusset in the bottom of them. You could carry liquid or anything, other things in there as well, is using them as a storage device. So what I'm going to do is I have the mashed potatoes here, and they come in 2 bags, and as I say, they come in a box like this, which is a bit bulky and takes up space, especially if you don't have much space. Then you're going to want to get things out of the box. But this is kind of tough, but after a while things can, mice could chew into it, insects could get into it, or it could just split, especially if you're getting things in and out. So I shouldn't really have to demonstrate. I guess you should by now know where we're going. So what we're going to do is we're going to put 1 mashed potato, and if we can fit it in, we can. 2 mashed potatoes. So there we've got a good solid pouch, 2 packets of mashed potatoes. And with the raisins, I have my stuffing here. It also come in a very similar box. It's actually ripped up. I'd actually marked its stuffing. I don't know if you can see that, but again, we're just gonna put it inside our empty raisin bag. And seal it up. Now again, you've got yourself a good solid container. We've utilized something that we would maybe throw in the trash and reused again, and we've got two more efficient ways to store our prepping food as opposed to the boxes. So, you know, you can see the size and difference there over the original packaging and the packaging that they are now in. I got a couple of other items. This is some more stuffing and a cheese sauce. We're going to find a bag to throw in there, those in as well. But you can see the idea, and you know, these are ways that we can just utilize good items that we might not consider using otherwise. So, as always, it's been a thrift store prepper video and another shit production. I got that completely wrong, and I'm not going to edit it. It could be like a blooper reel at the end of the Cannibal Run type thing if you want. But there you go. You know, we're not really professional in making this up as we go along, so please excuse any indiscretions or fuck ups that I may occur during filming of these videos. So thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.